In this video, I am going to do the best I can to explain how a tread overhang or nosing that would be located at the front of each one of the steps is created by eliminating some of the confusion. So let's go ahead and get started by taking a look at how a stairway would look without a nosing. So we have treads that are the same size, 10 inches, and no overhang. No nosing. So 10 inches. Each one of the steps is 10 inches. You can see where each one of the measurements is located. So we're basically starting from right here. This point right here. In back of the riser, in front of the wall, and in back of the riser, in front of the stringer. And we're working our way all the way down. And I think this is the best way I can explain it, because even I had a difficult time wrapping my mind around this the first time I had to build a set of stairs for a model home. And next up, let's go ahead and move the measurements over to the front of the risers. We're coming off of the front of the risers, and I'm doing this to provide you with another example of where the 10-inch measurement will be located for your step. So 10 inches from the front of the riser to the front of the step, and 10 inches from the front of the first step to the front of the back step on the stair stringer. Same measurement. And this is the thing you need to understand. If you can't wrap your mind around this, you're going to have a difficult time wrapping your mind around the fact that calculating the nosing is as simple as adding 1 inch or the amount of nosing overhang you desire to have for your stairway to the width of the tread. So it was 10 inches, now it's 11 inches. And if you've never built a set of stairs before and all of this sounds too easy, however, it's actually a mistake, like I said, that's quite common. So our 10-inch measurements aren't changing. We're not adding another inch to our 10 inches. The inch is only going to be added to the width or depth of the stair tread. So 10 inches all the way up. We're going to lay our stair stringer out with a 10-inch measurement, and we're going to add 1 inch to the length or width depth of the stair tread. And with that said, we're also going to need to add the length of the nosing to the top floor or top landing. And hopefully this is starting to make sense here. You can see where the line here is still lining up, front of the riser, and we're going to go ahead and change it here in a second. So take one last look at this before we move it forward. So we're going to have a tread run of 10 inches with an 11-inch step. Even though we have a 1-inch overhang, we're simply going to move this over 1 inch to reposition it to where we have a 10-inch tread run, individual tread run for each step with a 1-inch overhang. And if you look over here, we have moved this over 1 3/4 inches. Our risers are 3/4 of an inch thick and then a 1-inch overhang. We've moved this over 1 3/4 inches. And you might need to compensate for this when building your stairs. And to do that, all you need to do is move everything back 1 3/4 of an inch. And if for whatever reason this still does not make sense, feel free to leave any questions you have in the comment area, and I will try to answer them as soon as possible.